What's up, everybody? How's it going? So I know that it's a really tough time to be a software engineer looking for a job right now. It's tough to land interviews, tough to pass them because it's so competitive. So I know that a lot of software engineers are kind of losing hope right now, but I'm here to tell you that there might be a silver lining to this situation. In fact, you might be able to turn this situation around into an opportunity, into something really good. And this actually might even apply to those of you who are in a job right now, but who aren't really happy and are struggling to find another job that you could move to. So what is this opportunity? What is this silver lining? It is the fact that right now we are in the era of the solo founder. Let me explain. Over the last decade or two, I'd say that a lot of people who learned to code did so because they wanted to become entrepreneurs. They realized that coding was an amazing skill set to have if you wanted to build a company. To put it simply, coding made building a company much easier. Why? Because it allowed you to build an MVP, like a minimum viable product for your company, much more easily. Without coding, you wouldn't be able to build an iPhone application or a website for your company. You wouldn't be able to build the software behind your company. But with coding, you could do so more easily. And I would know because I did that. I learned to code precisely because I wanted to become an entrepreneur, and I figured that coding would help me do so, and it did. That's how I was able to build my company, Algo Expert. By the way, if you're a software engineer preparing for your technical interviews, definitely don't want to mess them up in this market. So go check out my company, Algo Expert. We've got the best software engineering interview prep materials on the market for all software engineering specializations. Go to algoexpert.io and use the promo code CLEM, CLEM, for a discount on the platform. But with all that said, even if you knew how to code in the last few years, building a company wasn't easy. It's never easy to build a company. And oftentimes you need a co-founder, or you need a founding engineer, or maybe a team of founding engineers, because you don't have the skill sets, despite knowing how to code, to build the entirety of your minimum viable product. Like perhaps you can build a back end, but not a front end, or vice versa. Or you can build a website, but you can't build an iOS application or an Android application. You get the idea. This is where the current state of things changes everything. With the advent of AI, with all these amazing AI tools for software engineers, the same tools that we are currently kind of afraid are going to replace us, the tools that are making us so productive, so much more productive, that they might displace us or remove the need for so many of us in the job market, these tools can make you become a solo founder. Suddenly, you don't need a co-founder who can write a backend. You don't need a founding engineer or a team of founding engineers who can build a mobile application for you. You can do it yourself. Or you don't need 3 months to build your MVP. You only need 1 week or 2 weeks. And so what I'm challenging you to do is, if you are one of those people struggling to find a job right now, or not liking your current job and wanting to switch to another job but also struggling to find it, don't do nothing all day, obviously. You want to prep for your interviews and all that, but you also want to work on projects. That's what you usually do, right? To pad your resume. But instead of just working on projects, turn those projects, or turn your mindset into the fact that those projects are going to be companies. You're going to be a solo founder, and you are going to be building companies. And you're going to be using AI to help you do so. Because with AI, you can suddenly create an MVP alone much quicker than before and much more easily. And don't take my word for it. There are a lot of people out there in the indie hacker community who are doing exactly that. Perhaps the most well-known example that I can think of is this guy on Twitter. His handle is Levels.io, I think. He had an interview with Lex Fredman recently. He's, as far as I understand from what I've seen, a solo founder who has been creating a bunch of different companies, leveraging AI, at least in part, to do so. And a lot of his companies use AI in the actual product. And he has actually been able to monetize and grow these companies to pretty impressive levels, to the point where he's making a killing off of these companies. And he has mostly been, from what I understand, a solo founder. He might have outsourced a few things now, but the point is he is documenting all this and showing you that it can be done. You can do it too. You just have to kind of realize that this is possible and then just take the leap and do it. And what better time to do so than the time when you're already probably working on projects to pad your resume. But instead of just having projects, you're going to have a company that might actually be able to make money. And I really want you to focus on monetizing that project, that company, because that's how you turn it into a company. A company is not a company if you're not making money from it. And you can use AI. Like you don't know how to create a payment system, or you don't know how to integrate Stripe into your project. Use AI to do it. AI will guide you through it. These AI tools. And the really cool part about all this is that AI will not only make it easier for you to build your MVP, but it'll also make it easier for you to just come up with an idea for a project or for a company. Why? Because right now, there's so many different low-hanging fruit ideas of just like using AI to throw at a problem. Like just to name a few that just come to mind right now. Like imagine you create a tool where, a website that someone goes on or on their phone, where they upload a picture of themselves, they upload a picture of an article of clothing or of a watch or of an accessory, sunglasses, whatever, and you generate an AI generated image of them wearing that article of clothing. Right then and there, you've got an idea. Or, that's probably already been done, but I might have seen this on Twitter, but you get the point. There's so many other ideas. Like you have a phone application where you take a picture of a food item in the store and you have AI tell you whether that food item is like good for you or whether that food item is going to be good for your diet. There's so many different ideas that you can come up with super quickly to just throw AI at a problem. Find a niche like real estate or concerts, ticketing, things like that, and try to see like, could AI just suddenly make this much easier if I kind of wrap AI into this product, monetize it, sell it to people. And at worst, you just have a better project for your resume, and you've become a far better engineer because you've learned so much throughout the process of building this idea. And at best, you actually have like a company that is making money, whether it's tiny amounts of money or big amounts of money, and perhaps you won't even need a job because now you will be a self-sustaining solo founder. Honestly, I think that this is a tremendous opportunity. At the very least, it is a way to turn an otherwise like garbage time into something good, and to don't lose hope. Basically, try to become a solo founder. And the guy behind OpenAI, Sam Altman, a few months ago, he had done an interview where he said that we're probably going to see a lot more unicorns, like billion-dollar companies that only have 10 people on the team or 5 people. And he even said, he thinks one day we'll see like a solo founder billion-dollar company. I think it's possible. You look at like companies right now that, have not leveraged AI up until this point, but that still have a huge revenue per employee. Like for example, OnlyFans, like recently it made the rounds on Twitter and everywhere where like you could see, how much money OnlyFans has made in the last few years or in 2023, I think. And it's only like a 40-person company or 30-person company, which is insane. And obviously that's like a 1 in a million business model that most companies will not be like that. But the point is like, think what you could do with AI. Anyway, I think that this is something that there's a lot of opportunity out there. And if I were right now struggling to find a job or wanting to change companies and struggling to find a job that way, I would try to become a solo founder and build a company myself. If I don't have like a co-founder or friends that I can build a company with. So that's all I've got for you. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Are you already a solo founder? Have you been working on ideas, trying to monetize projects? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to smash the like button if you enjoyed the video. Really appreciate it. It helps me out. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Follow me on all other social media if you enjoy the content there, and I will see you in the next video.